Akira was in her room playing with her wooden train. Since her uncle had given it to her, she never let go of it for a single minute. But she had been hearing a strange noise for a while. She wasn't sure if it was coming from the closet or the wall. She was only 8 years old, but even so, she realized that it was practically impossible, so she kept playing. But the sound would not stop, so she got up and opened the closet wide. There was nothing in there besides her perfectly tidy clothes. She remained silent, concentrating on that noise, and it was even a stranger to her to see that it was coming from behind the closet. She thought about calling her mother, but she knew she would be scolded for not doing her homework, so she decided to deal with it on her own. Her parents never glued the cabinets to the walls so as not to ruin the paint, so she got as close as she could to see what was back there. And then she jumped back. There was some kind of eye inside one of the cracks in the wall. And what's worse, suddenly someone said, "Will you play hide and seek with me?" Akira ran downstairs, and without saying anything to her parents, she went out into the garden. She was scared to death, but no one would believe what had just happened. From then on, she lived in fear. She hardly spent any time in her room during the day and convinced her older sister to sleep with her. But it didn't do her much good. One afternoon, her mother punished her by not letting her out of her room, so she had no choice but to lock herself in. Once there, she decided that she was going to play with her toys as if nothing had happened. But a few seconds after making that decision, the noise came back. And a while later, the same question. "Do you want to play hide and seek?" Akira thought if that would be an imaginary friend like some of her classmates had. They weren't afraid of them at all, so she thought to give those crack eyes a chance. She walked over and said, "Okay, we'll play." Then that voice said, "Great. I've been looking for you for many days, so now it's your turn." And it vanished. Akira for a moment thought they were going to have fun. She started looking around in different places until she noticed the cracks in the wall. She smirked and headed for the biggest one. What she didn't know was that this was the end. As soon as she got closer, the girl in the hole showed her face. And with that, she dragged Akira into the underworld. She could never go back to her room or anywhere else. She was trapped in the other dimension. Welcome to a new Scary Tuesday, TikTakers. Japanese legends have terrified generations and generations of Japanese, both young and old. And the truth is that they are really scary. Today, we have talked about the girl in the hole, an urban legend that has been passed from mouth to mouth and is now well known by everyone. As many other myths, it speaks of the afterlife. The spirit of a girl attacks people in their place of comfort, home. She hides in holes, cracks, or small spaces in some Japanese houses. She's waiting for someone to play with her. Or so it seems, because in reality, what she's after is to drag a new victim into the underworld. She will do this if she shows her face and the other person looks her in the eyes. One version of the legend says that this is the spirit of a girl who lived many years ago. Her parents punished her by locking her in the attic and forgot they had left her there, so she ended up dying. That's why the ghost hides to look for company. So be careful, TikTakers. If you come across her, don't agree to play or look for her. At some point, she will eventually get tired and go looking for another victim. She always finds someone who says yes. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode.